Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for this invitation. It's rather sad to spend the World Wildlife Day talking about wildlife trafficking, but we all understand the reasons for that. When we consider that more than 1 million species are threatened with extinction and that trafficking is one of the reasons behind the threat, we understand the urgency. And of course, there are direct impacts on security, economic development, and possibly even on human health, as highlighted by the COVID-19 pandemic. So actually a very good idea to look closely at what we are doing to stop this illegal trade, at progress we have made with the 2016 action plan, and at where to focus in the future. Looking back, we have done a lot. Enforcement has been enhanced, and there have been more cross-border investigations with more seizures and prosecutions. There have also been awareness-raising campaigns with a view to reducing demand for wildlife products. In 2018, we set up a new platform, the Environmental Compliance and Governance Forum, facilitating strategic exchanges for the many actors combating environmental crime. And we are sharpening one of the most powerful tools. Back in December, the Commission adopted a proposal for a new directive on environmental crime. It clarifies sanctions, strengthens the enforcement chain, and does more to recognize the role of the civil society. One major component is strengthening the capacity of people who work in detection, investigation, and prosecution. We have also been very active at the international level. In recent years, we have made major investments in the protection of biodiversity, anti-poaching, and anti-trafficking efforts in Africa, Asia, and Latin America. We have integrated the sustainable use and management of wildlife into many priorities of EU, external partnerships and cooperation, from biodiversity conservation to supporting alternative livelihoods close to protected areas. We are also supporting the fight against armed groups who make money trafficking in natural resources. And here we also support the work of international organizations, such as the International Consortium on Combating Wildlife Crime and its members. And we collaborate with the IUCN, UNOPS, and the FAO at regional level. One of our top priorities is the fight against ivory trafficking. That's why in December last year, the Commission took strong action against elephant poaching in Africa, with further restrictions on ivory trade in and from the EU. These new measures will ban most forms of the EU trade in ivory, finally consigning it to the past. Looking to the future and preparations for Conference of Parties of the Convention on International Trade in Endangered Species of Wild Fauna and Flora, to be held in Panama in November, the EU has been playing a proactive role. We are developing proposals to extend CITES to new species threatened by international trade, including several marine species and tropical timber. We are doing this in partnership with the affected signatories, and we will soon be publishing the proposals. Overall, I think it's fair to say that the EU Wildlife Action Plan has taken a comprehensive approach, and we have seen positive results. But at the same time, criminal networks have continued to expand, putting ever more pressure on species that were already suffering. The situation will not change until the international community step up its efforts to protect biodiversity and dismantle these criminal networks. Europe is determined to do more. The ongoing evaluation and revision of the EU Wildlife Action Plan is an opportunity to ensure that the fight against wildlife trafficking becomes a priority for the longer term. The feedback we have received from citizens and stakeholders organizations has been extremely valuable, and we continue to build on that, fine-tuning the action plan for the future. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank both the UN Office on Drugs and Crime and the Wildlife Conservation Society for their commitment to fighting wildlife trafficking and for sharing their expertise. We have everything to gain from closer cooperation as work to tackle one of the major scourges of our time. Many thanks for organizing this event. It's an extremely useful platform, which I'm sure it will help consolidate and strengthen our efforts to fight trafficking together. Thank you.